Jonathan shivered as he walked through the desolate streets of Sitka, Alaska. The icy wind sliced through his coat, sending a chill down his spine. The town appeared eerily quiet, and an unsettling sense of unease settled over him. He had come to Sitka in search of adventure and a break from his monotonous life, but he had no idea what horrors awaited him in this forsaken place. As he wandered deeper into the heart of the town, the few remaining residents he encountered seemed to avoid him, their gazes filled with fear and suspicion. Jonathan couldn't help but wonder what secrets they were hiding. The old legends of Sitka whispered tales of supernatural beings lurking in the shadows, and cursed lands that claimed the lives of those who dared to venture too far. But Jonathan brushed off the superstitions, believing them to be nothing more than folklore. His curiosity got the better of him, leading him to a decrepit, abandoned mansion at the edge of town. The dilapidated structure stood like a sentinel, guarding its dark secrets from prying eyes. Ignoring the warning signs, Jonathan pushed open the creaking front door, the musty scent of decay filling his nostrils. Inside, the air was heavy with an ominous energy. Shadows danced along the walls, making grotesque shapes. The floorboards groaned under his weight as he cautiously made his way through the dimly lit corridors. Strange whispers seemed to echo from the forgotten corners of the mansion, beckoning him further into its depths. Jonathan's heart raced as he stumbled upon a hidden staircase leading to a subterranean chamber. Curiosity mingled with trepidation as he descended into the unknown. The air grew colder, and a chilling draft whispered through the corridors. Ancient relics adorned the walls, objects that seemed to hold a dark history of their own. As Jonathan ventured deeper, he found himself in a vast chamber filled with arcane symbols etched into the floor. The chamber pulsed with an otherworldly energy, causing the hairs on his neck to stand on end. He felt a compelling force drawing him closer to a mysterious artifact at the center, a glowing amulet pulsating with an eerie blue light. Driven by a mix of curiosity and a thirst for adventure, Jonathan reached out and grabbed the amulet. In that moment, a surge of malevolent energy coursed through him, enveloping his senses. A voice, ancient and sinister, whispered into his mind, promising him power and knowledge beyond his wildest dreams. But with that newfound power came a terrible price. The amulet bound itself to Jonathan's very being, its dark magic consuming him from within. He became a vessel for the malevolent force, losing control over his own thoughts and actions. His mind became a battleground, torn between his own dwindling humanity and the insidious desires of the entity that now possessed him. Jonathan's actions grew increasingly erratic and violent. The people of Sitka, realizing the extent of the horror unleashed, attempted to fight back. But it was too late. The town became a haunting ground of despair and death, as Jonathan, under the amulet's influence, wreaked havoc upon anyone who crossed his path. Ultimately, the dark forces that gripped him consumed him entirely. The amulet's power surged to its peak, causing a cataclysmic explosion that razed Sitka to the ground, leaving nothing but ruins and sorrow in its wake. Jonathan's story serves as a cautionary tale, a grim reminder of the dangers that lie within forbidden territories, and the consequences of meddling with forces beyond mortal comprehension. Angela stood at the entrance of the abandoned building in Berlin, Germany. The night was cloaked in darkness, and a cold mist hung in the air. She had always been fascinated by the city's history, especially its chilling tales of the supernatural. With a mix of excitement and trepidation, she had decided to explore the forsaken structure that had long been rumored to be haunted. As Angela stepped inside, the creaking floorboards echoed through the empty halls. Shadows danced along the walls, casting eerie silhouettes. The air felt heavy, as if the weight of forgotten souls lingered in every corner. Undeterred by the foreboding atmosphere, Angela pressed on, determined to uncover the mysteries hidden within. Her footsteps led her deeper into the bowels of the building. The temperature dropped, and an unsettling silence enveloped her. The flickering light from her flashlight created eerie shadows that seemed to come alive, teasing her imagination. Angela's heart pounded in her chest, but a sense of exhilaration urged her forward. As she reached the basement, Angela's pulse quickened. The legends whispered of a malevolent spirit that dwelled within, eager to prey upon the living. Ignoring her apprehension, she cautiously descended the narrow staircase, her flashlight casting a feeble beam into the darkness below. The basement was a labyrinth of narrow corridors, its walls covered in decaying wallpaper. The air was damp, carrying with it the scent of mold and decay. Angela's steps echoed eerily as she navigated the winding passages, her senses on high alert. In the distance, she noticed a faint glow. Drawn to its ethereal light, Angela followed it deeper into the maze-like basement. The glow led her to a small, dimly lit chamber. At its center stood a worn wooden pedestal, adorned with an ornate silver locket. The locket shimmered with an alluring beauty, as if it held the secrets of a forgotten era. Driven by curiosity, Angela reached out and delicately picked up the locket. A surge of electricity coursed through her body, and the chamber trembled as the dormant spirit within the locket awakened. Unleashed from its prison, the vengeful spirit materialized before Angela's startled eyes, a grotesque figure with hollow eyes and a malevolent grin. The spirit's voice filled the chamber, a chilling whisper that sent a chill down Angela's spine. It demanded retribution for its long years of suffering, seeking to claim a living vessel to continue its reign of terror. Angela, trapped in a web of supernatural forces, was defenseless against its insidious powers. The spirit possessed Angela's body, seizing control of her every thought and action. She became an instrument of darkness, her once vibrant spirit drowned in a sea of malevolence. The streets of Berlin became her hunting ground, as she carried out the spirit's bidding, spreading terror and despair wherever she went. No one was safe from Angela's wrath. The city trembled under her reign, its residents living in constant fear of the woman they once knew. The once bustling streets transformed into desolate and forsaken alleys, forever haunted by Angela's presence. In the end, Angela's story reached a devastating conclusion. The spirit, satisfied with its vengeance, abandoned her, leaving behind a shattered soul and a life irreparably broken. Angela's body lay lifeless on the cold, desolate streets of Berlin, a tragic victim of the darkness that had consumed her. Her tale serves as a grim reminder of the perilous line between curiosity and obsession, and the terrifying consequences of awakening forces that should never be disturbed. Berlin, forever marked by Angela's descent into darkness, became a chilling reminder of the price one can pay for delving. Miguel ventured into the heart of Paraguay, his backpack slung over his shoulder, and a map clutched tightly in his hand. He had always been drawn to the tales of ancient curses and unexplained phenomena that surrounded the remote regions of the country. Eager to uncover the truth behind the legends, he embarked on a perilous journey into the unknown. His path led him to a small, forgotten village nestled deep within the dense Paraguayan jungle. The villagers regarded him with a mix of caution and curiosity, their eyes holding a glimmer of fear. Miguel brushed off their unease, convinced that the answers he sought were hidden within the village's secrets. As he delved deeper into the village's history, Miguel stumbled upon whispers of a cursed artifact known as the Eyes of the Lost. Legend had it that these ancient gemstones possessed a malevolent power, granting their bearer unimaginable abilities at a terrible cost. Ignoring the warnings, Miguel became consumed with the desire to possess this fabled treasure, convinced that he could harness its power for his own gain. With the help of a reluctant guide, Miguel embarked on a treacherous journey through the unforgiving jungle. The dense foliage seemed to close in around them, obscuring their path and heightening their sense of isolation. Strange sounds echoed through the trees, as if the jungle itself whispered warnings of impending doom. Finally, they arrived at an ancient temple hidden deep within the heart of the jungle. The air grew heavy with a sense of foreboding, as if the spirits of the past were watching their every move. Ignoring the lingering unease, Miguel and his guide pressed on, determined to find the Eyes of the Lost. In the depths of the temple, Miguel discovered a hidden chamber adorned with intricate carvings. At its center lay a golden pedestal, upon which rested two glowing gemstones, the Eyes of the Lost. The allure of power was too strong to resist, and Miguel reached out, greedily grasping the gemstones. As he touched them, a searing pain shot through his body, and a darkness consumed his vision. Miguel's world twisted and distorted, as the power of the Eyes of the Lost took hold of his very being. His mind shattered, and he became a vessel for unspeakable malevolence. Miguel's actions became erratic and violent. The villagers, sensing the unleashed darkness, attempted to defend themselves, but Miguel's newfound powers were far beyond their comprehension. With a single glance, he could bend their wills and unleash chaos upon the village. The once peaceful community descended into madness and despair. In the end, The curse of the eyes of the lost consumed Miguel entirely. He became a puppet of darkness, forever trapped within his own tormented existence. The village lay in ruins, its people forever scarred by the horrors they had witnessed and the price they had paid for their curiosity. Miguel's story serves as a tragic reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition and the consequences of seeking power at any cost. Paraguay, forever marked by the darkness that consumed Miguel, became a haunted land, a testament to the destructive force of the cursed gemstones. The villagers' only solace was the hope that no one else would fall victim to the allure of the eyes of the lost, for its power was a curse disguised as a blessing. Thanks for watching today's video. Please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. It really helps us out, and until next time, stay safe and never wander too far from the light.